Hey, hello, my friends. Welcome to Peter Zay's Comic-Con. That's right. I was like looking around. I'm like, wait a minute. I saw that at Comic-Con. And then I realized that it's my own Comic-Con. So I think that you are going to get a kick out of some of the things I'm going to show you today. Yeah, everything from Sesame Street, One Piece. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, some cool stuff. So get ready, my friends. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Peter Zay, otherwise known as PX Mr. Collector. I am a collector of all kinds of toys, and today I'm going to show you some new stuff that I just got in, and I'm so excited to show you. Yeah, there are some of the things here that actually surprised me. I was surprised that they came in. You know how that goes. You order something, it's like, has it been a year or longer, right? Yeah, you know how that goes. So when things arrive in no time, I'm like blown away. Yeah, that's the way I felt whenever I was watching something on YouTube when it came to Comic-Con, because a lot of the figures that they were showing, I was like, oh, I got, yeah. So I was really excited to have some of that stuff already. And that was the case when it came to Hot Toys. So Hot Toys, Sideshow, they did their own thing. They don't want to be a part of Comic-Con anymore, or not for now. And so they do their own thing. And I gotta say that this year's showcase wasn't as exciting. Yeah, I think I was more excited about some of the other stuff that I saw with other companies. Yeah, where with Hot Toys and Sideshow, they have us up here, right? So how much higher can you go? I don't know. And I think that's part of the issue, that we're oversensitized, right? So I was excited maybe about Darth Vader, but then I was thinking, I have three massive Darth Vaders that they demand a lot of real estate. So I'm like, I don't think I need a fourth. However, that chair, that throne that turns into a bed, and like, right? Yeah, that whole setup, that looked pretty cool. I don't know. So you know how that goes. So yeah, so I also, when it came to Hot Toys, I was excited about the collection of Fantastic Four. Yeah, that collection looks really, really sweet. Yeah, some of the statues, nice. Yeah, so a lot of exciting stuff. Yeah, so I don't know how your wallet is doing. But I know that there's some people in pain, because it's like, wow, so many good things. Yeah, so let's talk about some of those good things that were out there. Sesame Street by Super 7, right? Their reaction collection, nice. So I watch these shows and I could see, that there's like, they show the figures, and I think they started showcasing them last year. So I'm like thinking, okay, well, it's probably gonna be another couple of months before I could get any of those that they're showcasing. Next thing I know, I go into Amazon and I was able to get a big portion of the collection. So I was really stoked about that, how simple that was, without And I believe I also got a few from Super 7, but it was pretty easy for me. So that was pretty cool. So let me show you who I got. So this is Count Down Count. And one thing I gotta say about the packaging is that I noticed that they all have a different color. I think that's pretty cool. It's like a whole collection. They each stand out on their own. So yeah, and the graphics on this collection, love that. Yeah, so check this out. Right, cause in the back, and this is Bert, Ernie, and the Yip Yap Martians. Right, I know, sweet, right? Okay. Ah, then Super Grover. Yeah, and Super 7 did. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a not that collection. The collection has grown, right? How exciting! Yeah, so Super 7 also did a super size Super Grover, and I think it sold out pretty quickly. I'm thinking you could still find him somewhere, but yeah, he has some fans. He has some fans. My thing is that he is supersized, right? So where do you put him, right? Because I have quite a few of the supersized as it is already, but this was tempting. This was tempting because he is pretty cool, especially with that cape. Right? I know, so fun. I think I'm gonna have to watch an episode. Yeah. Speaking of episodes, I started watching the episodes of Over the Garden Wall. Yeah, yeah, pretty cool animation. And what turned me on to it is, once again, somebody showcasing. I forget which company it was. I don't want to make it up, but there was a company. I'm not sure if it was Super 7. There was showcasing the figures of Over the Garden Wall. 2 seasons, or phase 1 and phase 2, however you want to call it. Nice. And they're actually a pretty nice set, right? With the sets themselves, they include a lot of stuff. So stoked on that. So I'm going to be keeping my eye out on that because I really love the graphics of the way that looks, right? Cool, cool, cool. And watching the animation, which I think it was a part of Netflix. Their art, the sculptures are true to the art of the animation. So yay on that. Nice, 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 nice. Ah, and here we have from Sesame Street also the Yip Yip Martians. Right, so I must say that this phase for me is complete. Nice. All right. So then they continue on with Guy Smiley. And yeah, you gotta check him out. With his white bread. So good. Right. Yeah. This is for fun. Sherlock Hemlock. Yeah. I know, it's like it makes you want to pull them all out of the package. I think they're just so cool. Yeah, and this one with his magnifying glass, that's so great, so great, right? Yeah, it's small, so be careful, you don't lose it. And then Lefty, the salesman. Oh my God, he is so good. Right? And see what I'm saying about the colors. See, the base of the colors, they're all different. I know, right? Yeah, little details. All right, my friends. Oh, another thing that was fun. That's actually is growing. I'm liking the way I'm liking where it's going. Um, and I'm talking about Mega Man. Yeah, sweet. So this is Iceman. Right? And you can see, look at that. Yeah, this is sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, so this is done by Jada. And Jada's doing some nice stuff. And I'm so glad that they picked this up. Look at that. Right? Different head sculpts. Nice accessory, different hand sculpts. It comes with a stand. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't pass this up. I just couldn't pass this up. And the thing is, can't remove it out of the box because it's in pristine condition. But I'm so curious. I'm like, do I get a second one just so that I could hear it? Oh, I know, hear it, all right? That's a hint. I'm talking about, oh my God, it's so good. So, is Moe's Tavern, formerly Moe's Cavern, now roach free? Free parking and backs, open 7 days a week. And this is, of course, from Springfield, USA. And this is Moe's telephone. And I guess it has 10 plus prank calls. But look at that. I can't open that. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. And I love that the animation, the graphics are different on each side. Oh my God. That's too good. This is way too good. I know. I was really excited about that. Yeah, then the other characters that were really seemed to be a hit and kind of a silent hit. And Super 7 once again did a super size figure of this collection. And I saw it and I wasn't tuning in. And next thing I know, when I finally tuned in and I checked, that super-sized figure sold out. So that means that there has to be a following to this collection. So then I had, I think Super 7 had done some miniatures, and I had them in my cart. And the next thing I know, I think I waited like a week when I went back, it has sold out. So that tells me that, yeah, there's a following for it. There's a silent following for Richard Scary, right? I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. But I got a couple of his books. I showcased him in a different video. And then this is one of the characters from that book. Yeah, and I gotta tell you that if you have children or if you collect children's toys or books, this really is a great addition to that collection because this is iconic to the collection. And this one is Richard Scarry's Busy World. And then they're promoting some of his books, like What Do People Do All Day and Your Toy Collections. Right? So cool. Now, I don't normally remove those type of tags off my collection. And I think that looks pretty cool when you can get all that information off of it. Yeah, so he comes off. I believe he is Velcroed in. I'm not going to pull him just in case he's not. So don't take my word on that. But I think he is. And I thought this was interesting that the wheels are actually wood. This whole base is wood, and they are, yeah. See, oh, look how cute. How cute is that? I know, right? So I couldn't resist it now, and I normally don't collect anything that's stuffed. And with that said, I have probably like 10 things that I couldn't resist. So I know. That's a keeper. All right. So here, let's move you all over there, buddy. Don't fall. All right. Mm. Oh. 1/6 scale. My collection of 1/6 scale is freaking growing so much that I had to be very strategic of who goes where and with whom and what said and what is a lot. It is a lot. At the same time, it's really exciting, right? Especially when you make it work. You're like, oh, yay, which is the case with this guy. So I had, of course, set up my entire, like I actually redid my entire anime case, the whole thing. With this in mind, so I actually have the space for this guy to go into the already crammed cabinet. I do, and I say crammed because I wish I had another one where I could actually spread them out a little bit more. But I don't actually. I didn't cram it. I don't have everything that I own in that cabinet because I just don't like that look, and I want to be able to see and appreciate what I have. So with that, I wanted to make sure that he fits in, and he has to go in because I have a nice collection going on with One Piece. And I don't know if you guys know One Piece collection is huge, freaking huge. Some of the statues and the sculptures are beautiful, and the animation part of it is extensive, right? The live Netflix series is a little more contained. So from that, it's Luffy. All right, so do you say Luffy or do you say Luffy? Right? And this, season 1, freaking totally got into it. It was great. I actually turned my husband onto it. So that was really cool. Pulling him into my world a little bit. So character, really good. So when Hot Toys decided to do this, I was stoked because if anything, I knew I could count on a good head sculpt. And I was right. Because the head sculpt on this guy, beautiful, nice. Yeah, so interesting what they did with this figure. So if you know anything about my man, is that he is like the other Elastic Man. Yeah, he is pretty cool. So, right, nice box. Right. Right. Okay. So he came with some really interesting accessories. Some of the accessories that he came with, besides extra hands, he also came with some extra stretched out hands and leg. Not 2 legs, but 1 leg. So that there's certain positions that you could pose them in and it's really effective. So I was like, oh, how is this going to work? So with that, the fact that I already have my case set up, that's how I figured what I can use as far as anything that stretches because of the space that it takes. So came with some some interesting accessories as well, some effects. He also came with his hat, which they have a couple of different ways of posing it. And one of the things you could also do is remove the hat, and then there is the hair sculpt, right? With, of course, the magnets that'll make it really, really easy, right? So that is pretty cool. So you want to see what I did? It's so good. All right, so check them out. Come here, buddy. Ain't that crazy? Wow. Oh, I know. So good. Look at that. That is awesome. So I'm going to remove that he searches for. Let's see if I can grab it. Yeah. And now I can show you what he looks like. Look at that. Yeah, and then they're very smart. They there is the base, and which is actually pretty cool too. And then the stand, the body holder, it actually has a couple of the extra attachments to support the length of the arms or the leg. Right, so you see, so I have it underneath here, supporting the weight of that. Smart. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So for you to get the effect of that, of what he's doing, you can't have all of this all crowded. So when I display him, you know, that was one of the issues that I had to consider. So that's why I just chose the one arm. So, but it comes with two arms and a leg that also extends. Easy to snap on. You snap it on from here. Like, it was so easy. So thank you for that. You could change the hands on it. So many different options. There's one that I really like with an elongated finger. So yeah, and then I also love his little tennis shoes, his little shoes. I mean, and then in that one I have him on his heel. Right? I know. Pretty fun, right? Yeah, so one piece. And I believe they're also doing Zorro. So, yeah. All right. Another collection that I hope that they do more of, and that is Popeye. And I know that Big Boss Fights, right? They have been doing a really great job with the Popeye collection. But I recently picked up this one by 112. Yeah, and this guy here comes with a lot of accessories. So he comes with 6 pipes, compass, spyglass, and 2 spinach cans, 2 interchangeable heads, and 3 interchangeable hats. And literally, the hats are extremely different. Love that. And then 112 collector display base and adjustable posing post. A duffel bag, and on it says Popeye. And then they show you some photos of different ways that you can pose them. Yeah. With intricate tailored costuming and over 30 points of articulation. Not a toy for children. Yeah, so I am so stoked about this because I actually am having a nice collection of Popeye, and the last one that I added to the collection was the figure of Robin Williams doing Popeye. So that's really special. Right? Yay! Boop, boop. All right. Oh, that's so good. This next figure I'm going to show you, I had been toying with it. I wasn't sure if I wanted it. I was like, that was something that kept pulling me to it, and then I would put it in my cart again, and then finally I was like, freaking get it. And then I got it, and I noticed that it's now waitlisted. So I guess I wasn't the only one to like that in itself. Freaking love it. Plastic Man. So freaking delish. And my thing is that I love the way the sculpture looks. Look at that. Isn't that great? But I love the graphics of the box. And the box is nice and sturdy. So this is like sweet. So I'm like, oh, do I keep it in the box or what? I know, right? But that is awesome. I know, I'm so tempted. So we'll see what happens with that. Space. It's all about space. Ooh. This here, I wasn't even sure it was going to show up, and then finally it did. And I was like, "Is it real? Is it true?" And I was like really stoked that they actually somebody showcased it on at Comic-Con, and I was saying, "Oh man, I'm so excited," because I was away, and as I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, I think that I gotta notice it arrived." So sure enough, when I got home, here they were, waiting for me, having a little coffee, chatting away, talking about life. And yeah, guess who I'm talking about? I am talking about Daria. Right, Daria. Who would have thunk it? Who? Right? This creative. Mondo, I gotta tell you, is freaking kicking arse. They're coming up with some really cool stuff. This may be Mondo. I think it's Mondo, which, of course, right? But yeah, Mondo is really kicking ass. And one of the things that I've noticed about Mondo is that they really don't put out much, but when they put something out, you're like, oh, yeah, and then it's gone. And when it's gone, it's gone, right? So if you notice, I'm literally surrounded by everything Mondo. I freaking love them. This is awesome. Right? Am I gonna remove out of the box? No, I'm not. Why? 2 reasons. Love the box. Also love the idea of being able to open the box and there they are. If I had the opportunity to get another one and then open it, maybe. But I think this is so special, and the fact that I don't want to open it makes it even more special. Yeah, I have so many things to choose from as far as what to open that I can't open it all. There's just no way. It would look like somebody threw up a toy factory in my house. I can't do that to my husband, and nor do I want to live that way. It's a lot of cleaning up. It's a lot of organizing. It's a lot of organizing as it is, just to keep it as it is. So with that, I really think about what it is that I'm going to open and what it is that I'm not. So this one I know that I'm not going to open because I just love this whole setup as it is. Yeah. Yeah. Because even if I decide, okay, well, now I had to set it like this, I still know what it is. So I love that. Right? If I do it on the side. Yeah. Love, love, love. Yeah. Woo. That was fun. Oh. The last two I'm going to show you. Right? For now. Are a world of their own. Yeah. The first one I'm going to show you of the two has a following like no other. I remember when my nephew was a small little boy. I think he was probably around 7, 8. He's now 42. It's crazy. It's crazy. It was all about Pokemon. Oh, I know. Pokemon. I know. Freaking loved it. Yeah, it's Pokemon cards. It was all Pokemon. Now, it's so retro and so cool again that all this Pokemon stuff is resurfacing. Everything from Lego to Mega. How freaking great is that? Yeah. So I don't like building stuff, but I got to tell you that I could not resist this when I saw what it builds. And check it out. Oh, that is freaking awesome. Yeah. I love this. And I also love the different ways that you can pose it. Look at that. So good. So Mattel Creations. This is super, super fun. Yeah. So beautiful box. Yeah, even if I don't open it, that is just beautiful. Great to display. Right, the artwork is awesome. Right, so for you Pokemon collectors, wow. What a highlight. I know. Yeah. And so is this. Huge highlight. Yeah. So I have a couple of things of Mr. Scott here. Right, so there's obviously a following for Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. Where now Mondo has supersized him. And this is really cool. Once again, Mondo. Look at this. Oh. Yes. With the fist launching action. Woo-hoo-hoo. Scott Pilgrim takes off. Right? Look at the color of the box, the graphics. I mean, that is beautiful. Sweet. So. Oh, that is beautiful. Super cool. Yeah, I was so stoked when I opened this up. I thought, wow. Yeah, so my friends, welcome to my Comic-Con. That was so much fun. Wow. Whew. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed showing you that. That was really a cool experience. Yeah, so my friends, please take care of yourselves. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up, give me a chat, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.